morning, everybody. Jackie here, continuing to report live from our great Iowa State Fair, day one. And can I just tell you, it is gorgeous outside here today. So we're always encouraging you to get out and enjoy Iowa's great outdoors. And there is another organization that's saying, yes, you need to do that as well. Our Iowa DNR. Now, they've been a part of the fair for many, many years. They have a brick building that you can come and enjoy activities inside. But we also want to kind of showcase what's happening outside. They have a garden area. They have vendors. They have people that want to talk to you about how the Iowa DNR can get you actively involved in our wonderful state of Iowa. So, hey, we have a familiar face joining me right now. AJ, of course, he is the Olafson Shooting Range Manager with the Iowa DNR, and this is kind of a big month for you guys because it is the National Shooting Sports Month of the month of August. But let's first talk about Iowa DNR here at the Great Iowa State Fair. Talk about your presence here and what people can come out and enjoy.
It is a big month for us in many avenues. The Iowa State Fair is a huge event for the Iowa Department of Natural Resources. As you said, we have a brick building on the State Fair. We're not going anywhere. People know it as a fish building. We have fish aquariums all over the inside of the building, and we have displays highlighting all the activities of the Iowa Department of Natural Resources, from water quality to land quality to fisheries to law enforcement to wildlife. Come here, ask your questions, spend some quiet time. We have activities such as the shooting range here, shooting archery. We have a courtyard area that we have activities, educational activities, all throughout every day at the State Fair relating to Iowa's great outdoors.
So what are you hoping people get from coming and visiting, whether they're heading inside and taking a look at the fish and other wonderful things going on, besides the courtyard out here? And yes, there are activities, even right now, bright and early at the fair, first day, there are people on standby. They want your questions. They want to inspire you. But what are you hoping people get by visiting here at the fair?
I hope they learn that there's activities to do outdoors in Iowa all throughout the year, whether it be kayaking down the river or becoming involved in water quality or becoming involved in archery or becoming involved in some of the activities that we present at the courtyard.
Okay, so make sure you check your schedule as soon as you get in, see what's happening at the Iowa DNR, because quite often there's going to be speakers and other things to witness here every single day, correct?
Correct. There are a list of all the speakers at our courtyard. There are activities that you can talk to people, you can find out information. The questions you've always wanted to ask, this is a place to ask because the people that know those answers to those questions are right here.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's go back to something we're highlighting in the month of August, besides being at the Great Fair, is that it is National Shooting Sports Month. So break that down for us and how we're celebrating that here at the fair.
It is National Shooting Sports Month in the month of August. So the fair, we have something we have always had, the archery range. Some years we have an air rifle range. This year it's archery at our shooting ranges in the state. Olafson is on the north side of Des Moines, Banner is on the south side of Des Moines, and we have 10 other ranges throughout the state. We're celebrating National Shooting Sports Month with special activities, special educational programs, special things going on. And you look at the DNR website, as everybody communicates through websites anymore. Go to the DNR website, you can find out some of those activities.
Now, let's say people aren't able to make it to the fair. You guys continue to do things in the communities surrounding us at all times, and we will let people know about an event that's coming up in a few weeks.
Correct. We have a Hunt Iowa Social, which we had one in Iowa City, very well attended. People had a lot of fun. We have one at the Saylorville Fire Department on August 19th that evening, and there are going to be a whole bunch of events, people to visit. Stay.
It listens.
And a way to commune with other people, a way to get involved. If you're into the outdoors based on the foodie, to gather your own food, that's great. If you want adventure, if you want to talk to people, that's the place to be.
Okay, sounds great. Now let's talk about not only are you guys getting people involved in Iowa's Great Outdoors, but school systems are as well, and there's some wonderful school programs out there.
Correct. One of our big school programs right now, the shooting sports in general, is growing by leaps and bounds. Yeah. Exponentially growth, and we're just trying to keep up with that growth. One of those is the National Archery in the Schools, which allows athletes to shoot a bow and arrow for their school or for their club. We have 50,000 people involved in that in Iowa as athletes. So it's huge. We have 4,000 people attending our state tournament every year, which is in Des Moines in the end of February. It's just like any other state tournament, but everybody can participate. And archery as a sport everybody can participate. You don't have to be the athlete of your school. You can be in a wheelchair. You can be an amputee. You can have and still participate in archery.
Yeah.
Is it safe? We are accident-free to this point. So we may need a Band-Aid, but we don't need anything else.
All abilities, completely safe, amazing things happening. And we want to talk to an expert, a coach, Lou, who's with Valley High School, who has some of his incredible students who will be demonstrating here in the background. Talk about your program and how it continues to grow, specifically over at Valley High School.
Hi, Jackie. Yeah, it is. It has been a great program. We actually started it approximately 10 years ago at Jordan Creek Elementary. I started with about 25 kids, non-competitive at that time. It has now grown to about 330 kids in our district, and we've had great fortune. We've done well at state competitions. We've gone to national competitions. But the ultimate goal is always exposing more kids to the great sport of archery. It's a great concentration sport. It's basically what you put into it. AJ mentioned that anyone can do it. We have a young lady on our team who's been shooting for years in a wheelchair, and pretty much everyone in central Iowa that shoots knows her because she's a lot of fun and very smiley. But so yeah, it's the other special part of it is that we have students that do a variety of things, speech, sports, debate, and archery. We have others that this is their niche, they just do archery. So there's a wide variety. You don't have to be the strongest in the world, you just have to be dedicated to practice, and you just have to enjoy it.
What would you say if there's families out there, maybe some students even, before they're heading back to school, saying, I want to be a part of a program like this? What should they do? What should their next step be?
So there is a process. When we got into this years ago, if your school chooses to do it, it's usually done through the physical education program. The teacher has to be certified, and so there's a certification process. The DNR does provide that training free. It's a matter of finding the training time and so on, making that work. And then there's a grant process that schools can go through to acquire the equipment. Because one of the other great parts about this is that it's designed to be done indoors. It can be done outdoors, but you see the Kevlar nets behind us. All schools figure out how to hang those in their gym according to specific guidelines. So once you go, it does take a little bit of time to go through that process, get a certified instructor, get the grant money, or maybe you have a parents club or community members sometimes pitch in to help with to fund it.
But what I'm hearing is it's possible. Like,
it's possible.
If the DNR is willing to train, there's grants available, and with it now being mostly indoor, anyone can do it. So
Absolutely.
we encourage people to get out and be a part of it.
Yes.
Okay, students,
And come out here.
And come out here and try it.
And enjoy it.
Thank you, Lou.
All right,
Took
thank
the
you.
words right out of my mouth. Thank you, students. Wonderful job. Look at those bullseye. Do you see the yellows? I think Lou knows how to train these kids pretty good. Obviously, DNR did a good job training. All right, you're watching Iowa Live. We are live out of the Great Iowa State Fair. Don't go anywhere. We're going to join Lou back in the Varied Industries, talking a little health care when we return. You're watching CW Iowa 23. We'll be right back.